One interesting thing I learned about people is that everybody feels he knows everything about money. Do teach or advise somebody how to take better care of their money, and you will mostly hear this: "It's my money and I know how to take care of it." That's true in part, but unfortunately most people are indeed bad with money. Just because you know how to buy an ice cream doesn't mean you know how to deal with money. Actually, most people have no idea about basic principles of money. For example, inflation or paying yourself first. If people were really good with the money, almost 80% of Americans would not live paycheck to paycheck. Basically, most of the people have only one source of income. If they get fired, they probably end up homeless. That's why here in this video, we are going to talk about 4 things you should never do with your money if you want to be financially free. 1. Never let people know that you have money. When people realize that you have money, suddenly everyone needs a small loan. And after giving a couple of small loans, you realize that you have already lost a few $1,000s. But the bigger problem is that people rarely pay them back. It might sound selfish, but the reality is that no one cares about your future. No one is thinking about your financial independence, even your best friends, because everybody is busy thinking about themselves. You don't have to be rude to people or lie about your financial situation. Just keep a low profile when it comes to money. Don't brag out how much money you make or post an Instagram picture with lots of cash. 2. Never start spending before you have a plan. When I was in college, my friends constantly used to complain that by the end of the month, they are out of money and they have no idea where the heck they spent it all. That's exactly what happens when you spend recklessly. If you're living paycheck to paycheck and have no spending plan, then forget about financial freedom. You will never arrive. Financial freedom starts by learning how to plan and spend your money in such a way that allows you to save the most part of your income, so that you can start investing. The first thing that you have to do when you are paid is to put aside at least 10% of it as if it wasn't there in the first place, and completely forget about it, and no matter what happens, you can't use that money. Then make sure you plan the rest of your income to last you till the end of the month. And most importantly, make sure you stick to your plan. 3. Stop wasting your money on stupid things. What I still don't understand about some people is that why would you waste $3 or $4 every morning on that cup of coffee from Starbucks when you're living paycheck to paycheck? Over the course of a month, that's gonna be around $100, and over the year that will be $1,200. Already enough money to make some investments. You can look cool walking around with that cup, yet it just isn't worth it. Exactly like that brand new flat screen TV you purchased. We all have a few bad spending habits. We purchase things we don't require with cash we don't have to impress people we don't know. Then we seek a quick way to get rich. Why don't you first stop wasting your money on rubbish? Then maybe you will have some to invest. And that drives me to the next point. 4. Spend less on things that depreciate. The problem with most of the things that we buy is not only that they depreciate over time, but that we actually don't get the real value of what we pay for. That brand new car you bought just last year already lost almost half of its value, even in perfect condition. On the unfortunate side, most of the things we buy constantly lose value, whether it's your phone or computer, you name it. Of course, it's impossible to totally avoid that, but at least we can reduce it and instead spend our money on the things that increase their value over time, like a house. Even if you do absolutely nothing, your house will still bring you a little bit of wealth every day. But not everyone could afford that. That's why I shouldn't necessarily have to be real estate. It could be an ounce of gold, a stock or a bond, or any other form of investment, because that's what will go on making you rich. Now it's your turn. What are your thoughts? What's the number 1 thing you should never do once you have been paid? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and if you don't want to miss the next video, then hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.